So, what's your most controversial anime take? Like, I mean, let's start with you.
Hmm. I'm not sure. Like, there's a lot of them. And my chat is just instantly saying hentai and Viking. Not that type of controversial. Calm down.
I have so
Um.
many controversial takes. It's amazing. I mean, there are.
Like.
I don't think there are like that many takes that I where I like absolutely hate something that's popular. I think that's a very rare case. I think Erased was that one rare case where I just really don't
Mm,
understand or really don't like. It also doesn't help that like when Erased was airing, it like in my anime list, it got shot up so high in the top ranking anime to the point it got into the top tens, and I was like, this anime has like what 3 or 4, 5 episodes, and it has certain dumb shit and convenient shit in it, and it's like beating all my favorite animes in a top ranking. I don't like that. That was also part of the reason I kind of like was irked by the show, I guess. I mean, yeah,
yeah, that is very, very fair. Like,
okay,
I get that completely.
yeah. I mean, are you?
For me, something would probably be Dragon Ball. I
Oh,
don't like Dragon Ball.
you watched Dragon Ball? You didn't watch Dragon Ball? You
I
said, or did you?
I watched a little bit of it. Not Dragon
Okay,
Ball Z Zevo. I watched a bit of Dragon Ball.
I see. Okay,
I don't remember exactly which one of them, but I did not like it, which is why I didn't continue watching the others.
okay. Why didn't you like it? I mean, that's the
It
thing. That
felt so overkill. Like it felt so. I don't know. It was like we were trying too much to do something which other shows just did better. It's
yeah.
like if we tried to make an ecchi show into Naruto, into One Punch Man. You know, it wants too much. Simply put.
I mean, what scene were you watching? Because there are like Dragon Ball is huge. Where were you watching? What?
I watched I watched Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball. I don't remember what episode or
Oh,
stuff because I
I
was watching
see.
from the beginning.
I see. I understand. I now understand what you mean by it trying to be an ecchi show. Yeah, I guess that's a take to
Yeah.
have, but I don't know. I think like I really like the shows where it has a variety. Like I said, Code Geass is also has ecchi in it, but it's also a serious war drama. So if anything, it just makes like the comedy more funny because like 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 it's like a I think comedy works the most when something serious becomes very funny or vice versa. So,
True.
like
Very true.
when Lelouch is like trying to command like the rebel forces through his phone, while another girl's titties is on his face, is really funny. Like that's just funny to me. So
I
in that
agree.
so in that
100%.
sense, I guess I do like enjoy the Dragon Ball aspect and kind of do disagree with you, but yeah, it's fun to like have disagreeing opinions. And
Yeah.
yeah, the other
But yeah, Dragon Ball was not for me
yeah, the
at
other
all.
opinion that we talked about off video was that I really liked the live action adaptation of Death Note, the American, and also the
Hmm.
Japanese live action adaptation. But people who watched the Japanese live action adaptation of Death Note actually do like appreciate it because it generally is a good story. And one of the most important aspects about that adaptation is that uh, it changes stuff. It doesn't just like adapt one to one. It actually changes the story in certain parts, and still manages to be like big brain about it.
That's so true.
Okay, spoiler time because this video is going to be our own controversial takes. So, uh, I'm going to say, will you allow me to like spoil the Death Note live
Of
action
course.
Japanese? Because
Of
one
course.
twist.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm just going to like talk about it because it's so amazing. Because one thing that they changed is that they made L win against Light in the live action adaptation of the Japanese one. Yeah, they made L win against Light. That's crazy. And they made him win in a really smart way.
Mm.
Okay, I'm going to like spoil the shit out of this. Basically, what L did was that he wrote his name in the Death Note, because at the towards the end, L had access to the Death Note. He realized that Rem probably has the ability to kill him. So what he did was
Mm.
he wrote his name and said like L died of a heart attack 23 days later, because the rules specifically state that he has to uh, uh, the Death Note can only control someone's death in 23 days. So he made it so that he will die in 23 days. And that made it so that even if his name is now written in the Death Note, he won't die because his name, he wrote his own name first in the Death Note. And the 23 rules start applying. So in that 23 days, he isn't going to be killed by the Death Note. So what he did was, when Light tries to execute his plan and make Rem kill Watari and try to kill L, L fell to the ground, faked being deaf. Light thought that he like killed Light, and then like brings Misa and like confesses to him her I don't know, and then tries to write. His own father's name into the Death Note, and then
Yeah.
his father comes to him, and there's this big twist where his father turns out wasn't being controlled by the Death Note, and L switched the Death Note, I think. Like the reason, Light took the Death Note L had and thought it was the real note and wrote Soichiro's name in it, but L had already switched the Death Note, and he reveals that he had already like written his name in the Death Note, and like there is this very sad scene where Light like complains about society, like his great "We live in a society" speech. And did you read the manga of the Death Note Death Note?
No.
Because
Only
I
anime.
really hate the actual ending of the anime. I mean, I don't really hate it. It's just very disappointing because the manga ending is so much better. Because in the manga ending, Light just doesn't go away. He actually like begs Ryuk to kill all Nier and all the policemen, and then Ryuk starts like writing a name on the Death Note, and then Light just goes like laughing out like a maniac, and then it is revealed that Ryuk had already written Light's name in the Death Note, and then Light just screams, "Why did you read my name?" And then Ryuk says, "Hey, I did say if you were going to die, I will write your name in the Death Note." So like, and then Light like screams like a little baby and cries for his life, begs for mercy from Ryuk. And then Ryuk says something along the lines of, I mean, the ending is also very atheistic if you have certain religions. Basically, Ryuk says that, basically confirms that there really isn't anything like good and bad people. All people are, if there's anything equal in life, it's that death, and everyone's death is the same, and that just pans to like Light dying, and I really like this ending over the anime ending. There's also another fact about the manga that's way better than the Death Note, and then
All
the
right.
anime. And Nier Nier has a really good speech in the manga, where basically it says after Light gives his speech, Nier says, "You know, I too don't know what is truly right and what is good, but unlike you, I don't like force my own ideas on other people, and no matter what, I will like doubt like." If there's anything I will do, I will always trust myself and my own judgment and my own doubt and my own intelligence. I'm not even if like a little God came from the heavens and gave a guidance, I will still think for myself. That's why Light Yagami, that's why I am fighting against you. And I really like that
Hmm.
line, and that just doesn't exist in the anime, which is very unfortunate. Yeah,
Yeah, that seems like it would have been a really, really nice addition to the anime.
yeah, yeah,
That's actually sad,
yeah,
but it's not there.
yeah. The manga is
Because like that's
so
just
good.
such a missed opportunity.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like, and one of the things I genuinely think the live action Japanese adaptation anime is almost better in terms of story than the anime, specifically because it kind of has the equivalent of the manga ending where Soichiro also says to Light that, even if you are frustrated and even if you're trying to do what's right, these laws and these policemen are made by everyone's agreement. We are a legal people who are accepted by the majority of society, whereas you're just going on a killing spree when there are a lot of people who don't agree with you, when there are lot of people who want to live. So live action adaptation really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out the Japanese one then because the American one I no mm-mm.
Yeah,
But the Japanese one, yeah.
yeah, the American one I like because of very technical stuff like cinematography, the soundtrack, which is doesn't fit, but it makes the thing very hilarious, and for very comedic and mimetic reasons. But at the same time, I do think that the theme the of the live adaptation actually do exist in that Light Turner is a metaphor for America.
Mm.
He's the American Light Yagami, sir. Where he tries to hold him to the Death Note and tries to do good stuff, but he also like tries to destroy all parties like Mia and L because he doesn't want them to have power. Similar to how America doesn't want China and Russia to have power.
Yeah, I mean to be fair though, like in this specific instance, I get why. I get why.
Yeah,
But yeah, it is a very, very good likeness between them, and it's really good that they utilized that type of likeness as well. I mean, it really like added some character depth to him. If he didn't
yeah,
have something like that, I mean, honestly, it would feel plain.
yeah. It's not very plain when Light Turner is freaking screaming like a bitch and making dumb mistakes, and he seems for a girl, which the original Light Yagami doesn't. Like, I'm not going to lie. I think Light Turner is very much like uh, a very average guy. He is very
Yeah,
pathetic, but at the same time, he's also much more sympathetic than Light Yagami because he genuinely wants to do good stuff. Like, he isn't doing it to like he's bored. His like mother was killed, and even if he was like, I actually kind of like really like the starting scene where Light Turner like cheats on a test, and when his teacher says, "Oh, you're a cheater. You're a cheater, and you were helping other people cheat," and Light Turner literally says, "Oh, what's the wrong with that? There are so many people wrong, and I genuinely think I'm doing the right thing. against this like corrupt education system or something like that. And
Mm.
so it kind of like shows the mentality, his mentality, that he really, really just wants to do the good things, but he just doesn't care about rules, and he is also very naive, or he also has a very uh, very idealistic thinking in his, and he also just doesn't like care about the people he hates. There are certain people he hates and want to get rid of, even if he has good intentions. Whereas Light Yagami is a little bit of sociopathic. Like, as much
Yeah.
as there are people who think Light Yagami is a good person, did you like? I want to ask those people: did you like watch the second episode of Death Note, where Light Yagami kills a guy on TV just because he shit talked him? Like Light Turner doesn't even consider killing L, even if like L other people shit talked him on TV. He kind of is a good boy compared to Yagami.
God, yeah, he is. But I think why I like Death Note the anime so much more than the live action one is due to this aspect. I feel like they actually gave the character more depth in the anime, while they made him really, really just really plain, really Americanized. Being, okay, we're just gonna put it all into what's trending for right now and just shove all of that into Death Note and make it bloody because that's fun, pretty much. And then they just
Ah,
didn't care about the
yeah,
actual things first.
that's true. But at the same time, I don't think they actually followed the trend because uh, what's so trendy about Light Turner? He's a he's a nerd. He literally is a nerd. Like, I don't think nerds are very trendy. I guess like the thing that makes it a little bit more trendy is the fact that they're Mia and Light are in a sexual relationship. I guess that's more trendy. But I also do
Yeah,
like.
but like the general vibe they tried to give him in like 2017,
Oh,
We-
yeah. I guess that that style, huh?
yeah, that's what I mean.
uh, but I also really like the fact that Light like genuinely cared about Mia, and Mia kind of cared about Turner too. It just made their relationship more tragic when they had to kill one another, because
Mm.
in the original, Light Misa was a giant simp, almost to the being of a slave, and then Light Yagami doesn't really care about her. Like sure, seeing a sociopath is interesting uh, from a intellectual standpoint, but seeing Light Turner is also interesting from my heart, from an emotional standpoint. Like you really do feel for the guy sometimes.
That's fair.
Okay,
That is very fair.
that's my controversial take. I want to really hear your controversial take if you found anything.
I mean, I haven't really been looking right now. I've been mostly focused on listening to you.
Yeah, I guess.
Um, but I will say that I don't like Sword Art Online after season one at all.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably not a controversial take, but I still want to hear about it because I did watch, or I was heavily spoiled by Sword Art Online too.
Yeah, Sword Art Online 2 was pretty high up on the list as
I
well.
mean, it was a
But I
popularity
really,
list.
really don't like it.
People actually kind of have
Yeah.
very skeptical opinion of it. I mean, do explain because this is a freaking spoiler, crazy stuff. I am going to like do a timeline on the subtitle on the description so that people will know certain what we are talking about and where certain spoilers are, so it's fine. Just go crazy, Ham. And I do know
Okay.
sword. Okay, go Ham.
You know how the entire aspect of the first season was, okay, you die in the game, you die in real life, so
Yes.
you need to focus on staying alive and doing all of that shit. The second one being like, okay, I mean, if you die in the game, then you should be fine, except with this one person, being fucking, yeah, being working together with someone in real life, actually assassinating people and making a giant ass bullshit like fucking move out of that. Like, sure, it's a cool concept, but if if it just had the season one, people die, they die straight up. So
Uh,
they focus on putting their life into it and just staying alive, doing their absolute best. Stay like it's survival instinct of the anime, which makes it so fucking powerful. Here, they try to adapt that into it by just milking out the entire concept by adding a murderer into it instead. They should have just left it at season one and then started working on like another anime, which can have some, I don't know, another like parallel universe or something instead of straight up a follow up to Sword Art Online. It fell off. It fell off hard in my opinion. And then
yeah.
after Sword Art Online 2, with the third one, it's like they were trying to milk out the absolute maximum out of it. It's like they're trying to like pour the last drip of juice out of a fucking package. Like it doesn't work. Okay, you're not gonna get a full glass. Everyone like, we don't care. Here you go. Here it is. And it's like, but why? Why did you have to do this to us? We didn't ask for more. We wanted to be happy with good content. We did not want you guys to completely destroy the anime because you wanted more money. That's at least my take on it.
I
I
see.
didn't
I
like
see.
it.
Yeah. It's probably not a controversial take, but you generally seem to have a good opinion on most animes, so it is nice to hear a critic. It is refreshing at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I kind of do agree too, because like even if there were some interesting ideas, I definitely it wasn't enough, and they still made Kirito overpowered anyway in the new game. At least like with the first arc, Kirito had an excuse to be an OP because he was a better tester, and he did
Mm.
uh, did a lot of training off screen, which is even if you didn't see the training, it still makes sense in series. Whereas in season two, they just felt like they wanted to grow Kirito's harem even more.
And
And
then they'd be like, excuse, he played other MMORPG before this, therefore everything is implemented into like his actual skill set in this MMORPG. Like, that's not how shit works.
yeah,
Just because I'm good at World of Warcraft doesn't mean that my Dungeons and Dragons character is OP.
yeah,
Like it's like yes, no.
yeah, and it also doesn't help that Gun Gale Online isn't very similar to like Kuroko no Basket or Haikyuu, where the gameplay is actually good. Like the gunfights are even more boring than the sword fights. Do you think so?
Yeah, God, yeah. The sword fights are interesting. The
Yeah,
gunfights, not so much.
yeah. Playing shooter game is fun, but watching people like sitting under a bush and trying to shoot one another, very fun. Not fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
That
one
is
of the.
something I would compliment Koji on again. They managed to pull that shit off good. Sword Art Online did not.
Okay, I guess it's my turn. You can definitely think about your turn when I'll talk. Do you know
I
anything about school days?
I don't
Oh, you don't.
actually. No.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
And might have heard of it vaguely, but I don't recognize it.
Uh, okay, well, I just wanted to say, I really like school days, like genuinely as a romance and tragedy anime, because one of the like the main criticism of the show is that, well, okay, the show isn't, it's just like starts off like, okay, let me just like explain what School Days to you. So I don't know, maybe you should watch it, maybe you shouldn't. I think it's a very interesting experience. The thing about School Days is that it's only 12 episodes. It is a romance anime, but there aren't any romance anime that's very similar to this one, where basically this Makoto guy like has a crush on this Kota Hina girl, and there's this other Sekai girl who likes Makoto. So Sekai and Makoto are friends. So so Makoto says, "Oh, I like Kota Hina," and then Sekai tries to make Kota Hina and Makoto pair up, while Sekai herself loves Makoto. So it's a very standard love story thing, okay? Like story, right?
Yeah.
But the
Mhm.
problem goes like, oh, it goes off rails really fast. Basically, what happens is that uh, Makoto starts dating Korahina, and then kind of starts getting bored with her because she wouldn't let her do some edgy stuff with her body. And Makoto also is just realizes he doesn't really love Korahina and more. He's just interested in sex, whereas and then Sekai starts flirting with Makoto, and then Kotahina is like starts becoming obsessed with Makoto, and it goes really things go really really bad, where the characters become uh, more dickish as time goes on. It's kind of like watching Eren Yeager, like go from season one Eren Yeager to freaking season four Eren Yeager. It's kind of like that, where all three characters become more of an asshole as the story goes on. And I really like that because a lot of real life relationships are kind of like that too.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, this show is like, if you ever heard about it or did search about it, it's really hated. I mean, I just found like, I just searched School Days, and then I just found like a website or saying someone saying that I think they made a video saying School Days and 9 obscure anime new fans should avoid. Yeah, I think you should definitely avoid School Days as your first impression of anime because it's probably not going to leave a great first impression. But I really like it. It's kind of like the same appeal with like seeing like a story of a villain. It's kind of, I also kind of feel like the anime community should appreciate School Days more too, because you know Joker is completely about an asshole villain, a victim becoming an asshole, right? The movie.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
School Days is kind of very similar to that, where the characters seem very innocent and at first, but they just keep getting possessed by their own selfish desires, and they realize that just whatever love they had for one another was just a lie, and they were just all selfish assholes all along. So I really like enjoy this that story because as much as of a hot pill it is to take, hard pill it is to take, it is the truth about a lot of people's relationship, and I do like appreciate School Days for showing that. I guess.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, that's one
It's also
one take down.
it's definitely a unique take to add in and implement it in anime. Like it's not like I can't think of any other anime I have seen personally which have had that like properly showcased.
Funny thing is that there is Scum's Wish. Did you like heard about that?
I
Also no,
haven't.
never heard about it.
No.
I think that's also kind of like School Days, but I don't know. It's not as rad as School Days. I think It's not 12 episodes, and it's not as it doesn't start off as cheerful, and it doesn't go as crazy as Skull is. I think the contrast between the start and the end of School Days is what really makes it good.
Yeah, I've just been scrolling through all the popular animes trying to find something which really grinds my gears, but I haven't come up with anything yet.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't have hatred inside of yourself, huh? You just like watch a lot of anime and love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah, me too. That's why I also like made a video. Yeah, I actually find it very funny. I actually find it very interesting to watch or critique video and then trying to defend something, because now I feel like the more as time passes, the more it's more funnier to uh, make fun of other people complaining about stuff, because I myself just keeps enjoying a lot of stuff.
Okay, I found something here.
Okay,
I found something I tried to watch and I couldn't. And it's got a
nice.
good rating. It's not super high on the popularity scale, but it got a good rating. It is Shaman King.
Okay,
Have you heard of it?
I did. I actually kind of thought it was cool
Yeah.
when I looked at it. There when it aired when I was a kid.
Yeah, I'm not a fan at all.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
a fan of the main character, and that's about it. I
Oh,
don't like the show at all. I couldn't handle more than like 5 episodes.
oh. I kind of do feel like the main character is kind of cool because, he's always cool. That's his personality, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Like, it's very unique, though. Like, kind of. Like, he isn't
It's
like
like
a.
if Pokemon mixed with Naruto.
Oh, I mean, the art style.
Just straight up.
Oh,
Yeah, the art style is unique.
oh. I mean, in terms of story, I guess, yeah. I mean, I kind of do feel the main character is a bit more unique because he's not like badass like Spike Spiegel or Kamina. I mean, Gurren Lagann. Like he's not like badass like the characters from Cowboy Bebop or Gurren Lagann. He's more of a laid back, chill dude. He looks like a stoner.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. A 12-year-old stoner with a samurai sword.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of does look like that. I mean, I didn't watch the show, so I can't like convince you to watch it. I don't have any obligation to. But if anything, I think the fact that you like fairy tale is also kind of a controversial take too, because people kind of don't like fairy tale for some reason.
Yeah, I can mention a few reasons why people don't like Fairy Tail, and I agree with many of them. However, I still like Fairy Tail as a show.
Yeah. Also, now I'm starting to like struggle to make a controversial take because is saying My Hero Academia mid a controversial take? I don't think so. I mean, it might be. I don't know. People really like
I
it.
don't think so, to be honest. Yeah, but there's also people that really don't like it after season 1.
Yeah, I guess like the thinking thing about like My Hero Academia is that after you watch something like freaking Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer season 2, School Days or something like that, it just isn't crazy enough. If I'm like want to watch a show, I either want to watch something that's like crazy, like something that I don't get in my everyday life,
Mm.
or something that's very deep, or I mean something that has a very big value. I think like one of the problems with My Hero Academia is that there are so many animes that does similar things but better, which is a problem.
Yeah. Okay, I have one controversy thing. I have one controversy thing.
Okay.
One anime I don't like, which is, in generally speaking, loved. I don't like Berserk.
Oh, that's a weird take. Okay, please talk.
Like, it's just. I don't know. It feels like, in the anime at least, that they're trying too hard. I've heard really good things about the manga, but I haven't even given it a shot
Dude.
because I don't generally read manga.
Uh-huh.
But it just feels washed up from beginning. Like, honestly,
Wow.
I don't know how to explain it. It just feels bad.
Wow, really? I mean, I guess it's
Yeah,
edgy. It is edgy, I guess. If you like consider it to be edgy.
yeah, but I am edgy. Don't get me wrong here. I'm edgy as fuck, but I don't like Berserk.
Okay, but if you truly think like Berserk is try hard, the manga is much more try hard, in my opinion. Because what I heard and what I have seen from people trolling me with certain scenes from uh, Berserk, there are some fucked up shit that exists just to be fucked up. It kind of makes you think that okay, this show is just trying so hard to be edgy. Like there are some like things about the manga that are super edgy
Mm.
that the anime just didn't didn't have or was shying away because that's just too fucked up to even show or just worth bothering showing.
Yeah, that is fair. But like, I
Also,
just I
by
just didn't like it
chance,
at all.
you're talking about like the 1997 anime, right? The Berserk anime.
Yeah,
Okay,
the old one, the
yeah.
old one.
I mean, everyone doesn't like the new one. That's not a controversial take if you just don't like the new one.
No, I checked out both. I don't like either.
Wow, that's so weird. You don't think Griffith is cute or something? What's your opinion on Griffith? Did you even like see Griffith?
I recognize it. It was a long time ago since I saw it, so I don't remember it like clearly. I just remember I did not like it at fucking all.
Huh. I mean, it does look old, but at the same time, you're a woman. Don't you like think that Griffith looks hot or something? Doesn't Griffith look hot?
I don't remember how she looks like even.
I mean,
Like
you can
it was
search.
a long time ago since I saw it. What did you say she was called?
Griffith Berserk. Just search Griffith and Berserk. Has a dashing white hair. Like, I mean, as a man, I can still see he's very handsome. If anything, I
Not
think
my
like
style.
there's a very good chance that both teenage boys and girls can like Berserk because boys will enjoy the gruesome action and the girls will enjoy the hot boys, hot guys. I think
Fair, but it was no, yeah, no. I don't like it at all. Which is controversial, but I know for
huh,
me.
very interesting.
And people might hate me for that, but so be it. It's not for me.
Yeah, I was just like trying to like understand you even more. Like, you said it was trying too hard to be
It felt washed up completely. Yeah,
washed up, huh?
I, like I don't even know how to explain it. Just like it wasn't because it was too gruesome or anything. Because I've seen worse. But like it just no, it didn't hit that spot.
Okay, okay. So that's very like a very emotional thing, huh? Like hard to put in words.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, that's something, I guess. I mean, if I like, wait, now it's my turn to be controversial, and I'm kind of struggling.
indeed.
Okay, I kind of
And
did.
unfortunately, after this one, I'm gonna have to go for a while.
Okay, I'll just talk about Sonny Boy then. Did you watch Sonny Boy?
Yeah,
Um, I
I
was
have
not like
not.
interested. I actually kind of like dropped Sonny Boy recently.
Okay,
Okay,
do
I'm
share.
going to like it's so hard because I might pick it back up, but the problem with Sonny Boy is that it felt really random. The fucking problem is that first of all, I watched too many stories where teenagers are trapped in an environment. Like like when I like watch Sunny Boy, I just think to myself, man, Danganronpa is so much more interesting. like, and there isn't any like a villain or any overarching story. They're just kind of like in a school and chilling there, and then some weird shit is completely happening, and there isn't like a dumb episode about monkeys playing baseball, and I was like, cool. This is getting a little too weird for my taste. I'm just gonna watch other shows, okay? Like,
Mm.
that was my like reasons for like not wanting to watch Sunny Boy. And the other reason is that okay, here's my take. This show looks similar to Ping Pong the animation. Do you know Ping Pong the animation?
I don't know that either.
Okay, Ping Pong the animation is a well acclaimed show made by Yuasa, and I kind of think it looks like shit. Whereas I think Sunny Boy doesn't look like shit, but it still looks very uh, off. Like it's trying to be realistic, but at the same time, just realistic with less details. Like, what if I like
Sure.
try to freaking draw anime? Like, what if like I don't know, freaking they try to like draw anime in a really down to earth way, but just make the art style less detailed, which I kind of put off by the art style.
Mm.
And the funny part about this Sunny Boy is the fact that like people were saying it's the best anime of the season, and I think like Kanajo mo Kanajo, which was airing at the same time, was the anime of the season. And I was so kind of like pissed off that people weren't appreciating it more. Basically, Kanajo mo Kanajo, or Girlfriend Girlfriend, is a comedy harem anime where a guy has a girlfriend, but another girl confesses to him. So, and he kind of like digs the second girl. So what he does is he does a big brain move and says, let's just create a polygamous relationship. Let's just two time. Like he literally like the main character is such an honest guy that he just like brings the second girl to the first girl, his girlfriend, okay, and asks for permission to have a like polygamous relationship, and they just and then they live inside the same house, starting from then, and it's absolutely hilarious.
Essentially, it's build a harem, the anime.
Yes, build a harem, but super honestly. You don't have to like like choose one over the other or try to like try to like make it so that you aren't like associated with any one because the problem with other harem is that the main character tries to push other girls away to have the status quo effect. Whereas this our main character, his name is Naoya, he's super honest and super horny and just super upfront. He just says, "Okay, I dig both girls, so both of you become my girlfriends and let's live together." And that's just so endearing and lovable, and I really love it.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's about it. If you're busy, let's meet sometime later, I guess.
I am hella down. Do you want to continue this later today or some other time?
Maybe later when we're both have time. I guess this is enough footage for me to make a video on. Yeah. So
I
thanks very much for taking your time and talking with me. It
that have been really
was
nice.
Yeah, it was a great pleasure to meet with you.
Also, people on Twitch, this is our boy Nakama's channel. If you have enjoyed our topics on anime, feel free to go in and give him a subscription on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.